We are driving northeast to the Eastern Sea. That's the Vietnamese terminology to refer South China Sea. We call the Eastern Sea because it's on the east location of the country. We are driving for 110 miles, very smooth, flat highway, one of the best highway in Vietnam. So this is a connection for Hai Phong City, where we just been, and this side where we are heading to is Ha Long City. Yeah.
We are at the oyster farm of Ha Long Bay and looking at a nice mountain range in the distance here.
Oysters, they are still alive. Shell open just a little bit like this. Yeah, not too much because otherwise we break the muscle, the oyster will die. And carefully cut a small line at the reproductive organ. You know IVF technique, right? Yeah, it's actually like that. Yeah, and then implant one piece of catalyst and one cord next together. Yeah, all we do by hand. And then we put them all in here and bring them back to the ocean to grow them from 8 to 15 meters in depth. And we pick them up monthly to clean and remove the dead oysters. They die naturally. Seawater, right? Seawater pearl is higher value. Okay, and now do you want to see how to take out the pearl? Yeah, mở nhanh cho bên kia ra.
So these are seawater.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
they are more valuable.
Right. Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, luster shiny, right? The color's nice. But when you make it round, it's not the perfect, but it's very high quality. Just this, a little bit of blemish like this. So we make the hole here and show this side, so it's still good. Okay? Yeah. And after that, this all go to restaurant for cooking, for eating. And the shell we polish and cut into small pieces to make earrings or pendant. Everything from the shell. Okay, so nothing goes to waste here.
And we exit through the gift shop.
Yeah, and this moment we have 5% off for everything. Just for welcoming, you see International Women's Day is coming, right? And thank you, and take a time to go around. Thank you. Yeah, she help you. Thank you so much.
So we're on a safari now to get King Kong. King Kong Park, and look at all those King Kongians. Oh, there he is. In his full gore beauty.
But you can call me Blue. I am the cruise manager. Before I start with my safety briefing, I would like to introduce to you our lovely team. The team will give you the best care when you stay here with us from arrival to depart. Let's start with the man on the left. He is the one make very good cocktails, long drinks, and also our bartender, Mr. Ming.
How wonderful life is your
Well, this is some nice country.
Beautiful.
But you know what? We're sharing it with like 500 boats. I think they got 500 boats registered, and every one of them is going out to the bay. I think that's what Mai said. I think that's what Hai said.
He said there's 500 registered.
500 registered, and I think they're all out.
That's cool.
It is. $500 boats going out the bay. Beautiful territory. Worthwhile to be one of the 500. This is what we see out the back, cruising right behind us. Boy, they're bumper to bumper with us. Boy, look at that, Deb. They got that little boat pushing that big one.
They do.
No wonder it's going slower than us. There's the town. So we're at the stern of the boat, and we're in some beautiful territory. Time for lunch? Oh, thank you so much. You know it's nice. So now from the bow of the boat, let's go to lunch. It looks like some good dinner going on here. It's time to hike up the big rock. Look at this. I'm recording now.
Okay.
So are you ready? So, do you see the cosmonaut?
Yes.
And
T-top.
they use this island as some kind of a peace moment, Russia and Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
And what they wanted to do is remember it by naming this island after the cosmonaut. T-top. That kind of works for me.
That works for me too. That makes a lot of sense, don't you think?
It does. The first 20 steps are perfectly made. And then you get to the uneven stones all the way up. 500 steps. I want you to talk about anything that's in your heart.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
well, you know, to begin with, we got a lot of rocks going here.
Yes.
And
yes.
we got, you know, everybody.
They're stunningly beautiful with the evergreens that are growing on it. And lots of conifers are growing on the rock. It's like a green forest on the rocks.
It is.
It is, yes.
And what's nice, sometimes the rocks break through, and that gives a nice contrast.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's like you can see all these different avenues and pathways and trails on the water. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then the boats that are populating the bare space is stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it looks like everybody from Vietnam is here.
Yes, it's quite lovely. Quite lovely.
Well, we get to share that with everybody.
Yes.
So, how many steps did we hike? About 500? 1,000?
How many steps did we...
But-
said it was 500 up to here.
Okay.
500.
So it's
Just
about
to say, we have to head down at 3 o'clock. And
Okay.
then it's 3. Turn around at 3 to get back down.
what time is it now?
3 o'clock, 2:59.
Okay.
Okay.
So so we got our window, and now it's time to adios.
Adios, amigos. Yes.
Okay.
Because we got to go down the stairs.
500 some.
500 stairs.
And they're slow stairs.
And they're slow stairs.
Okay.
You're almost there.
So
You're almost there.
we took about 500 steps up,
500 up.
and now we're going about 500 down.
Oh, okay. A total of 1,000.
So if my math is correct, we're doing about 2,000 steps. You know, it's like a feel like temperature.
Yes.
Yeah. Halfway down, and still good views. So here's what's happening at the beach. Boy, there's some nice boats coming in here. Hang Lun Cave.
They didn't tell you about the bats? Yes.
And we're going into it.
Yeah.
Is to it along?
Yes.
She's there.
Okay. I said into it, and then I realized that's someone's name.
Yeah.
Oh, look at, does the water go to that height?
There's a line there.
But yeah, you can see the line. Regular line. Wow. And it was wonderful.
And we're going to Shangri-La. Look at that. On the other side.
Oh, it's just nice in here.
Oh, it is. Very calm.
Where are you from? Español? Spain. Spain. Okay. Beautiful. Where in Spain? From Madrid? Valencia. Valencia.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's the town I was telling you was flooded I was at. Valencia. I couldn't remember the name of it.
They're kayaks. Okay. I saw just one of them pedaling. I thought maybe
He's
it was a
trying to
guy or
find,
something.
trying to search for that. Like
Good.
it's called.
Again, I like that.
Lean back a bit.
Cut.
What? No. Look at me.
And that keeps you
know,
warm.
in, the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, going up the staircase. Yeah.
So there's the kind of boat that we're on. A bamboo boat.
Could be.
The body is made out of bamboo and then covered with a sealer. And then full of people.
Are you narrating?
I am.
Okay.
Do you want to help me?
Oh, that's okay.
You got something you want? I'd like it.
I have nothing I want to say.
Wait, you can talk about.
Right.
Yeah, you can talk about the water line.
Good commentator here.
Yeah. The
The
waters are pretty greenish. I'm actually surprised. I wasn't sure what color it was going to be, but it's a very nice color.
And nice and common here in this cove.
You wouldn't know until you get to the furthest point. So some could be a dead end. Yeah. Some could lead you to another lagoon. Yeah.
Oh, see, no.
Well, they're adventurous.
Yeah, I don't like that.
They asked for it.
Just a little tiny bit. Oh, yeah. The movies. Yeah. It's another world.
Oh yeah, I see the monkey.
Oh, look at the monkeys on the boat.
Oh wow, they were all jumping around. Oh, one on top. Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's like they like it. It's a trampoline.
Yeah. Showing off. We won't think it's so funny if they jump on our boat.
It's sexy time.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
You must love that little bounce.
That is crazy that you got
Look
that.
at the one in like. Oh,
Oh my God.
Just you see him there on the rocks? Oh, yeah. It's a little hard to see, but that's kind of nice, yeah.
You can do your business now.
Oh, God.
They own that boat now.
Yeah. Ugh.
what kind of?
Boy, that was a nice trip. And we got bonus monkey time.
Yep. We did.
If you take it off now, you still get the effects of it for a while.
30-second X-rated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the bonus time. Time to get back to the ship. So where we're going?
That's where we're going.
What's the name of it?
Surprise Cave. Surprise Cave.
Surprise Cave.
Yeah. The French named it.
This is a nice bay. All the tenders are coming in and out. We're going to the caves.
Yesterday
Well, this gives you an idea of the line going into the caves, and we're early.
100 steps from here, we get to that entrance.
Okay,
That's the first platform for the viewpoint. Then you start going down to visit the first chamber. The first chamber is the smallest, and the third chamber is where you see that exit. That'll be the biggest chamber.
Okay, so that goes into the rock quite a bit.
Going through it, yeah. It's like you're gonna see like Indiana Jones poster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, what a climb we got. Well, this is a nice observation area. Making our way down to the bigger caves.
So this is the first chamber of Surprising Cave. As said, originally it had the French name Grotte de Surprise. Grotte means grotto. Yeah, Grotte de Surprise. So Surprise Cave, because mainly the surprise caused them when they go from one chamber to the other. It just enlarged, and with their scientific experience, it was super difficult in a place that erosion happens every day to create the cave with this side, the cavity with this side, and with these many formations. The water you are looking at is fresh water because we are very off the salty water level. So the ceiling you are looking at was also caused by fresh water dissolution. Let me tell you this: when you have the glass table at home, you drink cold drink, and you place the glass there, and at the bottom of the glass there would be some
Condensation, yeah.
yeah, and then the condensed water might not drop right away, and it creates a lot of low spot. Think of in the springtime, it's super humid here. Throughout million years, the water didn't drop right away. It just cling at the lowest point. And that water is we call hot water. So calcium carbonate, calcium hydrocarbonate, silic, all kind of mineral in it. Slowly throughout million years, those low points, before they drop, they start creating all those concave and convex surfaces. Yeah. And then when they could drip down, then somewhere on the ground you start seeing it change the color and start growing. So that's the way to create stalactites. And when it grows from the ground, then you have stalagmites. And sometimes they meet each other halfway. The scientists said that 200 years you have 1 inch of the formation of the rock. So with all this, it would be millions years of creation.
Is this where they found the fossil bones of?
Neanderthal. Yeah, the skeleton of the Neanderthal. So.
Did you read that?
No.
How'd you know that?
I'm infused with knowledge.
It's all right here.
Yeah. So.
Oh, heading down to the bigger cave. Yeah. Boy, this could be a head cruncher here.
Yep. That one right.
Yeah.
Please come closer to me,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
thanks.
So I'll give some more explanation. But for this chamber, this bigger chamber, it's not only about the scientific information that much anymore. We talk about all the legend, the myth of the wedding of the dragon prince and the cloud princess. So the monkey trying to climb. You see the column touch the ceiling there on the very on the very top to the left. Looks like a monkey is trying to climb. Can you see that? This column. Close to the top, to the left. Monkey holding it, trying to climb. And then under it, there will be quite a few baby monkeys as well.
About bats, no bats.
Oh, there used to be bats, but people come and then, they will just... Good Morning America was the show of ABC that filming the Sơn Đoan Cave in central Vietnam. That was considered by the Royal British Carbon Expert Group as the biggest cave in the world. And now they just discover 30 kilometers, so let's say more than 20 miles in the cave, and it's still continue ongoing. If they keep going with exploring the cave, it would lead to the border with Laos from Vietnam. Yeah. So that's the biggest cave, and this one is among the biggest cave in the sea because we are now separate from the land. The cave I just mentioned in central Vietnam, they film King Kong there as well, part of it. Now you want to watch that King Kong movie back to know about that area I mentioned.
Boy, a nice walkway in the longest cave of this group. Kong Trio Len Lu Ba Da. Nice cave. Well, I gotta get you walking a little bit.
Okay. Yep, I would say anything, something that we're gonna take group picture. Yep.
Okay.
This lady here. Let's ask this lady here.
Xin chào.
Xin chào.
Oh yeah, that cave used to have a lot of pelican, so they call Pelican Cave.
Pelican Cave,
It was made over
where the pelicans used to roost. Well, now we hike down and get ready to get to our tender and back to the ship. That cave hike was really nice. And here's a cavette. Boy, this is a steep stairway here.
First, go sideways. Down low the body, balance the weight. Yeah.
Heading back to our ship. Well, making it to our ship. And this is how we dock. We ram speed. And look at that nice feather touch docking. Yeah, Deb, look at all the boats behind us. Yeah, these cruises, the Viet Tong group, grand pioneers, they got some big ass ships.
Yeah, really.
Well, the tenders went from the back and they came out to the front, and now they're helping guide our ship into the dock to let us out in the rear.
The orange part on the top, and half of this very tiny green part belong to the very ancient Vietnam territory. We start writing our history from the 2nd century before Christ. So let's say we can proudly say to the world that we have the history of almost 3,000 years. 3,000 years history. The very first king of Vietnam is Hùng King. So again, you see the name of the map, Viet space Nam. Viet is the name of the people. Nam means the location. There would be Viet people in the north. There would be Viet people in the west, in the east. But Viet people in the south, Vietnam. So that's the explanation for the name Vietnam, firstly. So a very ancient tribal group named Viet. And Viet people now is the majority ethnic of the whole country. 85% of people in Vietnam are Vietnamese or Viet people. So until the 10th century, we reclaim this part and we extend to the bottom of this upper green tiny area. The reason why we stop it here, because there is a natural border, a very tall mountain range called Hai Vân Pass. You might have heard of Hai Vân Pass, the Top Gear show challenge in 2008, when that car review guys tried to drive past this pass, and he said one of the most beautiful and also one of the most dangerous pass that they have experienced throughout 20 years of car reviewing and traveling around the world. That Hai Vân Pass is the natural border of 2 climate zones and also 3 different kingdoms at that time. The Great Viet Kingdom, Champa Kingdom, and Khmer Kingdom, nowadays Cambodia. Until the 13th century, we could get down to the very beginning of this middle orange part by an arranged marriage. The Viet princess came as the new queen of the Champa Kingdom. So the Champa prince got married with the Viet princess. It took 6 months for the crew to go from the bottom green to the orange. Long time, because it's a very tricky pass with wild animal, with landslide, with a lot of very tricky natural things. It was one of the biggest wedding in the history of Southeast Asia. With elephants, with horses, with gold, with treasure, with brocade silk, talented people, beautiful people as well, going across the 2 countries. And the dowry is Da Nang and Hoi An, and we're gonna fly to Da Nang from Hanoi here to Da Nang, about 700 kilometers, about nearly 400 miles, more than 400 miles flying down. It all became the land of Vietnamese people, the land of Vietnam. So we complete this map in 1832, so almost the middle of the 19th century, including also the very bottom green part. Now we call Mekong Delta. Mekong Delta, yeah. So not too far from the other 2 where they already built up a lot of things, and very close to China as well. So that's why Hanoi was chosen as the capital of Indochina under the French colonization. Finally, in 1975, the country got reunited. Happened in 1979, so quite recently. And after that, Vietnam got into the stage of being independent and quite peaceful. With this part, with this map of Vietnam, the widest part, I can really make a different trip to Vietnam when you plan to come back, because the mountainous area in the north is very beautiful, that can take your breath away. So nice, so green, green and lush, and also a lot of minority ethnic people living in this northern part. For this time, we start from Hanoi to Ha Long Bay and going down this way along the coast. So throughout these, I can say that from the very top to the very bottom, nearly 2,000 kilometers, 1,200 miles, roughly. One man named Alexander the Rhodes invented our written language based on his mother written language, Latino. He hear people speak, and he found out there are 6 different tones in this language. So he create tones by different create accents and also special symbol for that.
John McCain got shot down here in this lake.
That's right.
And
yeah,
that
John McCain got
EVN
shot
building,
down.
the tall building there, that's what his target was.
Right. And to your right hand side is the big part of the lake. And it is also the biggest lake of the city, 500 hectares. So this is the first chamber surprising cave. As said, originally it had the French name Grotte de Surprise.
The surprise.
Yeah, Grotte de Surprise. So surprise cave, because mainly the surprise cause them when they go from one chamber to the other. It just enlarged, and with their scientific experience, it was super difficult in a place that erosion happens every day to create the cave with this side, the cavity with this side, and with these many formations.